Blessings, blessings, greetings, 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 everybody. Greetings, 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 greetings to you all. Man, it's been a minute, isn't it? It's been a good New York minute since we've been on this platform. So much so that we don't even remember how to maneuver ourselves, huh? Anyhow, tweet a friend, tell a friend. We are live. We are back.
Yeah, you. Hold on, and a pandemic winner. You're now wearing a mask, you're now washing your hand, and you now keep the required 6 feet distancing from other people. And what could that really cause you? You need to stop it. That no mask, no wash, and no distance something there, nah keep. You know what keep? COVID-19. Yeah, it not gone nowhere. COVID-19, they are same way. So here what you are going to do for all of we. Wear your mask, wash or sanitize your hands pan a regular, and yeah, keep your distance, please. And thanks.
All right, so blessings, blessings, blessings. Greetings, everybody. Greetings, greetings, greetings. It's been a good hot minute, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Good hot minute. So we're trying to get this. Oh, there you go. Sweet. All right, so it's up and running. Colette, what's going on? We see Alicia. Alicia in the building. Good to see you, man. What's up? Paula, Robert, Annette. Good to see you all. Spread the word, because I guess this is where we're at. We're over on this side of the town because I don't know if I'm coming through a little dark. It doesn't seem like there is enough light in this studio. What's going on, man? Maybe we don't have enough lighting in here. What's up? I have to get some new lighting. Blessed love, everybody. How y'all doing, man? It's been a while, eh? It's been a while, but let's see if we'll get some light up in this joint. All right, so there you go. Not sure if we will, but that's what we got. So we're gonna work with it. So how is everybody doing? Yeah. Social media has been busy for the last few weeks, and we've stayed out of the fight. You know, sometimes not every fight is worth fighting. So some things you just have to leave it alone, right? All right, so we're gonna get into the meat. Sit down, Johns, how you doing? Good to see you, man. Garfield Reed, what's going on with you? Alric Brian, what's up, man? Good to see y'all. Good to see everybody joining us little by little, coming through. Hey Andrea, how you doing? We see who? Sanya. Good to see you. Yeah, Buckner. Good to see you as well. Like I said, it's been a good hot minute. First of all, let me say my apology for the long absence. We've been really, really busy taking care of some other stuff. And good to see you. Good to see you, Sidan. Yeah. Yeah, but share the program, folks. We got we're on the YouTube channel. We haven't done much on YouTube, so hey, go ahead and share the program. Tell a friend. Tell everybody we're on. We're live. A lot of stuff happening, man. I mean, damn. Last couple of weeks been busy. COVID, man. This COVID stuff is killing us, boy. I tell you, it's taking a toll. Taking a toll on just about everybody. Even myself. Sometimes you get a little bit down because every other phone call you get these days, it's somebody who has passed. And 9 out of 10, it's always COVID, man. I mean, sometimes you hear that some folks tell you about, so what? Nobody never used to die before COVID. And sometimes you're forced to accept what they're saying because, man, the reality is so darn true because there is so much death all around you every day, all day. Every other phone call you get, there's almost a certainty that that person has passed, and the cause of that is COVID. But nonetheless, we have to be grateful. We are still here. We are alive and well, and we have to give thanks, because there's so many persons who have not made it, and we are grateful. But what's up? What's up with the low take up of vaccines? I mean, why are we having such low take up on vaccines, especially in Jamaica, a country that has done so well with vaccines? Why is it that we're having such difficulty in people taking up persons taking up the jab? This is sort of a little bit troublesome, man. Yeah, it's a little bit disturbing because there is so many. Oh, there you go, much better. There's so many anti-vaxxers out there. Jamaica has been noted for being such good participants in vaccines over the years, and for some reason I can't understand why is it that things has changed so rapidly to the extent where persons are now questioning vaccine the way they are doing it now. It's sort of strange to me. I don't know what's happening, but when you look at the nurses, man, the persons who are administering the job, they are not even they themselves are a little bit skeptic. But it's so funny because people think that the nurses are not taking the job, but the nurses are about 65 to 70% vaccinated. The last report we got was somewhere in the region of 65 to 70% vaccinated. And that means the nurses would have done much better than a whole lot of other people, which is rightfully so. I mean, they're administering that job. So in all fairness, they should be the one championing the cause. But why is it though? The question I'm asking is, why is it that nurses in particular, and when I say nurses, I'm talking about the persons who are responsible for administering the vaccine. Why is it that they're such reluctant on their path? Why are we having so many nurses dying? And when they die from COVID-19, the report is always they are not vaccinated. What's happening there? And I believe that warrant some serious questions. Sidan is saying that there was a video out there telling people that who takes the vaccine will die in 24 months. Oh boy. That I heard 36, so I guess I have to live my best life now because I'm fully vaccinated. And I'm encouraging everybody who has not been vaccinated, please go out there and do so. The same could have been said, though, for persons back in the 1950s and 60s, when we had poliomyelitis and all those diseases, and vaccine was what actually saved us. So it could have been said that the same thing happened back in the 50s when we had those infectious diseases around, and we, Jamaica, a matter of fact, in those days led the charge as it relates to vaccine. So what's the difference today? I can't, I mean, I think at this stage now, see, I have stopped. I stopped some while ago trying to convince persons to take the vaccine because I believe that people would have gotten all the information that they need in order to make a conscious decision as to whether or not to take the vaccine. They would have gotten all the information they need. So if there's still some level of reluctance, if persons are still reluctant to take the vaccine, then that's going to be on them, I for one, I cannot fight people, and I cannot, you know, tell people that they must go out there and take this vaccine. I can encourage you, and I can encourage you so much, and that's it. But when persons are, Bridget, what's going on, Bridget? Good to see you, Mama. When you refuse to take the shot, when you have access to vaccine, it's available to you from various points: community hospitals, community clinics, health centers, community centers, hospitals, everywhere there's vaccines available. And now the Ministry of Health is saying that private doctors are now being drafted into the pool of places where you can access your vaccine. So when there's that level of vaccine access, and not just access, but their vaccines are available, all the different brands of vaccine. I remember months ago you hear the excuse used to be, I want to get the Johnson & Johnson, I prefer to get the Moderna, or I prefer the Pfizer, or I prefer the AstraZeneca. No, dear, all the vaccines are available. Yet you're still having people giving you. I mean, I know several persons who say, "Boy, I don't like needles. I'm scared of needles, so I prefer to have the job one time. So I'll take the Johnson & Johnson." The Johnson & Johnson becomes available, and those same persons are giving you some other excuse. Now, I'm simply saying, if the vaccine is available to you and you refuse to take it, which you have your right, you're entitled to that right. The right to refuse vaccination. Yes, you have that right. Does that right supersede my right to life? No. But I give you that. You have the right to refuse the vaccine if you want. But when you refuse the vaccine, you get sick, you cannot help yourself. Should you be given treatment at the hospital? I'm just asking, because this is something that I have a problem with. I have a problem with an employee who, as an employer, I would have made several preparations for you to be vaccinated. I would have gone the extra mile to make sure that you're sensitized about vaccine. I would have gone the extra mile to provide a suitable station, whether it's on property at the business place or a designated area for you to go. So that long wait and time is not the factor. So I would have done everything in my power to ensure that you've been given a chance to get vaccinated, but you refuse. So if you refuse to be vaccinated, why, if you get sick during that period, why should I still keep you on my payroll? And that's a simple problem I have with this whole system of, do you get vaccinated or not? Why would I be responsible as an employer to keep paying you when you refuse to be vaccinated, and as a result, you get sick? Why do you deserve for me to pay you during the time that you're off, getting recuperated or possibly dying? Why? Why should I be responsible for you in any way, shape, or form when you made a conscious decision not to get vaccinated? I don't think I'm responsible for you, and that's my position. I cannot fight anybody to be vaccinated or to take the job, but I can say to you that if I am an employer and I employ 100 staff and 75 are not vaccinated, I'm looking for new people, because I'm going to move on in the best interest of my family and my business. So I can't fight anybody. you know, they can go ahead and not take the vaccine if they don't want to. But at the end of the day, when you get sick, you're on your own. I am not sure what the take-up is at the BPO, Bridget. I'm not sure what's happening there. You know, the BPO outfits were part of the initial clusters that had some serious outbreak. So I'm assuming that they knowing what they know and what the impact could be when businesses are closed and when curfew and all that extra stuff happens, how it affects the business. I'm assuming that the BPO in particular, Bridget, would have taken some steps to ensure that that their people are vaccinated. Now, one of the other big questions out there is, should vaccine be mandatory? Well, we've had several vaccines already which is mandatory. All the shots we've taken, the tetanus shots, the rubella or the poliomyelitis, all those measles, mumps and measles, all those shots that we have taken before were mandated. We had to, they're mandatory. A child in Jamaica today cannot get in school unless he or she is totally 100% vaccinated. And if he or she is not vaccinated, cannot go into school. So that simply means that that's mandatory. And it's the same thing they're saying for this particular vaccine, is that persons must be vaccinated in order to function freely in society. Because if you're not vaccinated fully, then you're going to pose a threat to others, and the authority have a responsibility to ensure that they protect the lives of the majority of Jamaicans. So again, I will continue to make the plea that you should get vaccinated. Are people aware of what the vaccines are, how they're made up and all that stuff? I think the government has done some work where that is concerned. I have my views as to whether or not enough has been done on the part of the government to sensitize persons about vaccine. I think the government has fallen a little bit short where that is concerned. And I think we could have done a lot better as it relates to sensitizing the public about the vaccine itself. That wasn't done, and I think we got a beating for that because there was a void, and that void was filled by anti-vax persons. So that is why it is important for us to ensure that we protect that which we promote. And we should have had a lot more persons pro-government, pro-vaxxers going out there and encouraging persons. But we're looking much better. The numbers, the lockdown for the last couple of weeks has helped, as was expected. And now we're down to a one-day situation. I think the Parliament, I think the Prime Minister speaks again in Parliament in another week or so. And that's going to be very interesting to hear if there's going to be a continuation of the measures or there's going to be additional measures being implemented. So we look forward to that discussion. The other issue that jumped to mind, guys, is the issue of Minister Vaz's visa, which was canceled a couple of years ago, and we now know that that cancellation was as a result of information and investigation that was launched into the ministers, on the minister. Now it seemed, based on what we're hearing, that those investigation came up with nothing, and as a result, they had to reissue the travel documents. Now, we know how the United States operate. They are not the ones who are very kind as it relates to being wrong on an issue. Ambassador Tapia, however, he came out again and tried to undo a wrong, as he described it, that has been done to Daryl Vaz. So his visa has been reissued, the first one, a 1 year, with a notation inside, and that notation number, when researched, spoke to drug trafficking and all that stuff. Well, since then, the U.S. Embassy went a step further to offering Minister Vaz a full 5-year or 3-year diplomatic passport, meaning he has been reinstated fully to his capacity to function as a minister of government. And we're happy for that, because sometimes when you look at what caused these things, and the rumors and the innuendos and the assumptions, and for a decision of that magnitude to be made based on assumption, I was very disturbed, because I thought that the United States would have been more thorough and precise in what they do. I'm one of them who boast about, when the feds come to get you, they have the goods on you. And to my surprise, that's not the case. However, it is, as they say in life, what it is. There is another issue that comes to mind. I said it before, and I'm gonna say it again, guys, that there's a lot of nurses that are passing. They're members of the health fraternity, and they are not vaccinated. And I cannot understand, why is it that when you have that level of education and knowledge of how dangerous this disease can be, why would you still put yourself out there without having the requisite vaccines in order to protect yourself? It is quite strange. So we'll see how that one's gonna work out. Again, guys, we've been off air for a good little while, and we're just trying to test this app out to see if the platform still works and if my fans are still there. We're on the YouTube channel, so everybody here who has not joined, please do so now, and bear in mind that in a very short order, we'll be going back to our regular programming. We have a lot of stuff planned, but it's going to take some time for us to put it together. So give us another couple of weeks and we should be back up and running. It took us a while to get on. That's one of the reasons why we're on so late, because it took us a while to get certain things, back on track. So I apologize for the absence. I'm happy that you guys are still here. I'm happy that you guys took the time out to join us, all 30 plus. And we're happy that we can again rekindle a relationship with the members of the community and, see how best we can push that forward. So we look forward to the next time we meet. And hopefully there will be some good news. A lot of the persons who die, from COVID within the last month or so, most are anti-vaxxers. Most of them are people who don't believe in vaccine and have suffered the consequences of such ignorance. So let us see. We will keep our eyes on the ball. Bridget, it's as always, they don't need to know, because even if you even tell them, they won't understand a thing. That's what Bridget is saying. It's a waste of time telling them, because they're going to even doctors. I mean, the doctor who died recently, the gentleman who is the advocate for ivermectin. He believes in ivermectin and promotes it a lot. He's a guy who is a founder of the immunizer herbal thing that they promote in Jamaica, and that's been around for quite a while. But that doctor is now deceased. He's been battling with COVID for a couple of days, treating himself with ivermectin, and it just never saved his life. I gather that in St. Mary, the numbers are climbing in St. Mary. In some section of Jamaica, the numbers are going down. So I hope it's not a case where the St. Mary people are out and about, partying like a rock star. I'm hoping that's not the reason we're having that spike up there in St. Mary. But yeah, the most of those anti-vaxxers are going down like crazy. And I tell you what anti-vaxxers are doing, though. They are actually helping to convince persons, because the more anti-vaxxers die, is the more we'll have a high take-up on the vaccine, because people are now recognizing, and now people are now recognizing that the vaccine actually works. There's another interesting twist, because there are some persons who actually, I'm told that a lot of those anti-vaxxers actually are vaccinated, but choose not to say so. I hear a lot of the entertainers, some of whom are out there busy bashing the government and the initiatives and bashing whomever does a job. I heard that they are vaccinated. So if you are, why are you encouraging people not to when you know the truth? You must be ashamed of yourself. Brian Miles, how you doing, my brother? Good to see you. Brian is saying to explain to the people. Please explain the effect, the ripple effect of the economy. Yeah, the short term, but I think everybody sort of feel that now, because the longer we keep the country locked down and every single day that businesses don't operate, it's a loss to the business, a loss to every sector is affected when one business closes, because they're so intertwined and attached that the least thing, everybody suffers. So the economic fallout is going to be serious. The debt to GDP, which the government has worked so hard to bring down from 148% back down to 96%, is now going back up. And a lot of Jamaicans don't understand the significance of that. They don't understand how serious that is and how important it is. The numbers, the debt to GDP has gone up to in excess of 112 thereabout. We're coming from 148% of GDP. We had that level of GDP debt out there. It means that the government cannot function. The physical space to function doesn't exist because the debt to GDP is so high. They fought very hard to bring it down since 2016 and it was very successful. But now it's spiraling back out of control. So these are things that we have to bear in mind. I'm not going to stay with you guys too long. But rest assured that if not during this week, by the weekend, we're going to be up and running with a full slate and a full show. Again, until then, take care of yourself. I love you all. Peace be with you. Peace be with everybody. Remember to tell a friend, tweet a friend, phone a friend, and tell a friend that we're live. We're on the YouTube channel, Chops Media. And I'm encouraging all of you, Robert, everybody who is on, Annette Grant, all of you, to please go out there and like the YouTube channel. All right? Peace, and I'm out.